Hi guys, back for another Flosstube number 69. I'm not going to say anything about that. So my name is Sherry. This is my Flosstube channel. I go by Essex Stitcher on here and on Instagram. And this is where I, for the last 7 years, I think, have been sharing all sorts of news, life, family, books, cross stitch, and occasionally some other crafts that I might do. So yeah, so only 2 weeks since my last video, so I think whilst I'm on maternity, I'm just gonna do videos as and when. So it's gonna probably be maybe a week between 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just whenever I've sort of got enough progress to show, really, rather than trying to, regimentally do it monthly. I'll just do it if I think, oh yeah, I've got 4 or 5 projects to show and it's only been 2 weeks. I'll just do a video whilst I've got the free time. By free time, I mean like when baby's asleep. She is now. So yeah, so I've worked on 4 projects in the last couple of weeks. So not a lot of stitching done on those. In fact, one of those projects was some frogging. So no progress to show on that one. Less progress if you include what I've had to take out. But it does mean it's ready to go when I want to do it next time. So it's not too bad. So I bought absolute bargain. The Pretty Perfect planner, and I've been using this to keep track of my stitching. Only what projects I've used or I've stitched on, sorry, and sort of like the number of stitches, and then the rest of the time I've been using it for my to do with my budgeting videos that I also do on YouTube. So yeah, so my first one that I worked on was Egyptian Queen. So if you're new to my channel, because I have had a few new subscribers, I currently, to try and keep me motivated, work 500 stitches on a project and then move on to another one, and work it like that. And I find this way I'm not getting bored with projects. I'm able to see progress. I'm able to work on like 3 or 4 different projects, instead of, and then being able to show more in my videos as well. This one though, because it is a heaven and earth piece, I do 1,000 stitches on it before I move on. So this is my Egyptian Queen. She was a freebie. Originally done, so this is the second time round I've started this. Originally done it on 1/1 full crosses. I'm now doing 2/1 in 10th stitch, and absolutely love it. I don't know why I never attempted 10th stitch before. So I'm working on a 25 count easy guide, and this is where I am at the moment. So here's my a bit better. So my 1,000 stitches was this bit down here, filled in a lot of round here, and I think started to fill up this bit in here. If I can find a picture from what it was previously, I'll try and add it in. I've got a new found a new app, that's it, and I manage on my cash stuffing videos to put 2 videos together, which is the most editing that I've ever been able to achieve. I don't know if I can insert pictures and stuff, so I'll have a look. But yeah, I love stitching on it. I love the 2/1 10th stitch. I don't feel like I've lost anything whatsoever in detail. I know I've not really got a whole lot of detail there at the minute, but it, to me, from what it looked like when I was doing 1/1, it doesn't look any different, and I'm able to do just as much, and it get done quicker. So yeah, so I don't know whether I'll get this out again or when, but I do enjoy stitching on it. I do really want to start my Animal Kingdom, the Amazing Animal Kingdom, like the bookshelf one, is it? From Heaven and Earth. That's fully kitted now, got the fabric. I just need some time where I can start it really, but you know, we have a newborn, so time is precious. Although I might have a word with Dave, because he his hobby is he has like a driving sim rig, and his hobby, he gets to go into that room where that is set up and just drive and close the door. My hobby, as he said, and I quote, "Yeah, but you just sit on the sofa so you can watch the kids when you stitch." Yes. You know, he can't watch the kids when he's sim racing, and he is part of like quite a big like a community on there, and he's made some friends and does like races where he's part of a team that's doing the racing and stuff. So I don't expect him to be able to juggle the kids and his hobby. However, then I think I then deserve the same sort of thing. So this is my office, my stitching room, come gym, dining room, music room, everything room at the moment. So I think maybe on one day, or when we've got some time together, I might just say like, I'm gonna come in here for an hour, close the door, Ollie is yours. You know, especially while Poppy's at school. I have been able to get some quite good stitching in today actually, because he slept quite a bit. He didn't really sleep that much yesterday. So it's not too bad, but at the same time you end up with a lot of like kind of like not, I don't know, mum guilt or house guilt, because there's housework that he's doing, and everything else, chores and stuff. So yeah, at the same time you like crave this time on your own, so you can do your hobby, or you can read, or do whatever you want whilst the baby's asleep. But then you need to do the housework as well. And then people always say, "Oh, sleep when the baby sleeps," and then you're like, "But when do you get everything else done?" But there we are. It's just a case of juggling it and working it, and yeah, some people are doing it all on their own all the time. So I'm lucky that I've got him here to begin with. So I know that. I'm very thankful that I'm not a single mum. Hats off to anyone that is with newborns and trying to juggle it on their own, because it must be incredibly difficult. Right, the next piece I worked on was my Emma Condon, what I've called Be Kind project. So it is out of the Cross Stitch for the Heart book, and is this project here, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And I started this just because I just wanted something a bit more colourful. I wasn't really feeling any of my projects at the time. I don't have particularly a lot of new starts. I am hoping to change that. I know, I got a new start. Not a new start. I bought a new project, and I was hoping to be able to show you, but I've left it behind. So anyway, this is where we are at. So last time you saw it, I had everything up to the A. So my 500 stitches was this. I was going to carry on and do the G, because it is literally just the G that's left of that word, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to stitch something else. So I was getting a bit bored of the lettering. Oh no, I need to do the pink background actually on the N. And then I think I get to stitch the birds. Is it next? Yeah, the flowers and the birds sort of next. So I would say I'm probably about halfway down. I reckon another couple of months maybe, if I get this finished by the end of the year, that will be quite good. Saying that, I've got other projects that all I've got to do is backstitch. It's like a little card, and I've just not got round to doing that. Dear me. Right, so the other project I worked on was my Jurassic Park piece, which was a mystery stitch along. So I don't have a picture to show you. This is where we are at. Let me just take the chart off. Oh, why is there no needle? Oh, somewhere there's a needle. So yeah, so at the top there's a banner. It says when dinosaurs ruled the earth. And then it's like a map of the island. Lots of stuff going across the island. There'll be paths and roads and stuff, and then like motifs. So what I frogged was, here is like a little compass, and yes, I'd worked it around here, but going across here should be like 4 stitches, and I'd only done 3. So there's no way that that was gonna all. You couldn't fudge it. There's a dinosaur that goes in the middle of the compass. So yeah. So I hardly ever work on this piece really, but I do enjoy it. I like this fabric. I keep forgetting about the fabric. So this fabric is from Lakeside Needlecraft, I think it was. Did an under the sea stitch along, and this was the fabric that went with it. I didn't really like the stitch along, so I stopped it, but kept the fabric, and I think it goes perfect with this kind of an island, and then you've got like the water kind of effect in the background. And then I'm just using, I think they are probably a mix of DMC and CXC threads when I started this one. My Be Kind project is done on just the 14 count white Ada that I had in stash, and CXC threads. I use, unless kind of otherwise stated, I always use CXC threads. I just prefer it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then today I have been working on my Ora Bay, which I don't have a picture of. I apologise because I've only got it on my tablet. But it's on Pigeon Coop Design. It's kind of like a folky kind of project. I will try and insert a picture if I can with the app. But yeah, so last time you saw it, I think I may have just started this blue bit here. So I've gone all the way across, filled in these little bits in the middle, like the humps, this kind of wave here, and then filled in these bits in each little, I don't know, dip. And I've got about 100 stitches left to go to be able to do the 100, my 500. So yeah, and then that is like another band, sort of like this one. So it's like this then gets filled in, and then I think there's a gap, and then I think it perhaps might go into then the main C with the orcas in it. So I love orcas, they're my favourite animals. And I'm always on the lookout for a good orca chart. One where their faces like don't look like they're smiling, or they just have good faces. They're kind of like a bit of a black and white blob really, aren't they, orcas? They don't have much shape to them, so I guess it's kind of hard to chart them, but because of that they then don't always look quite right. And I get a bit fussy with my animals. I love animal projects, they're my favourite, but yeah, they have to look right. So that's that. So yeah, I had good feedback with my stitch along that I'd done, just a little mini video of updating my book tracker. So the new book that I was going to start, I actually took that back to the library because I hadn't started it, and it was like one of my favourite authors, but it wasn't. I normally read his series books, and this was like just a standalone book, and I thought, I've had it about a month and I've not like really been that interested in starting it. So I got a new book out, and it's not a crime book. It's Alison Weir, Elizabeth of York, The Last White Rose. So I think I love the Tudors, which is what attracted me to this. I have read some of Alison Weir books before. She's quite similar to Philippa Gregory, who does a lot about the Tudors. But this one is, which I didn't realise, it was only because I was looking at the back before I was doing the video, is part of a Tudor Rose trilogy. So Elizabeth of York, it says here that she marriage to Henry Tudor, which I think is going to be Henry VII, which is obviously Henry VIII's dad. So I think this is about Henry VIII's mum, which is what I think anyway. Because she would have been, because then we went from, that ended the War of the Roses, didn't it? And then the Tudors came in. I think. But anyway, yeah, sorry. So it's actually part of a trilogy. So this is the first one, which I didn't realise, which is about Elizabeth of York. Then it says A Dynasty, which is then about Henry VIII, The Heart and the Crown, which came out in May this year. And then A Destiny, which is entitled Mary I, coming out in next year. Yeah, next year, 2024. But then there's another series, six Tudor queens, 6 novels, 6 years, in there, one for each queen or wife of Henry VIII. So I quite like them, so I might look up getting them as well. I did only want a little book, but this is like 500 pages, and the writing's really small. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take me. I've only literally just started. I'm on page 4. I don't read that often. I'm trying to get back into the habit of reading in the morning, sort of while Poppy's having a cereal. But yeah, we'll see. That will probably take me like a month or so to read. But at least I'll have a different colour to fill in my book tracker. And then I might perhaps try then and order in that Henry VIII one, that comes after this. So yeah, do I have any other news? I do have some news. I mean, it's only exciting if you like this particular person, but I managed to nab myself some Michael Bolton tickets for next July. Super excited. I'm a massive Michael Bolton fan. I just love his voice. I saw him at the Cliffs Pavilion, which is in Southend, which is probably the nearest big theatre. It is a big theatre. They have a lot of good shows there. Probably 3 years ago, or 2 years ago maybe. It was just after COVID. Yeah, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, it was amazing. So then I've been waiting for another tour to come out. And he's had a new album out, and he's got a Christmas album out, and I'm like, I keep checking his website and there's nothing coming up. I'm sure he must have something in the works, re-releasing these albums now. And yeah, and so he's got One Night Only, which is never really one night only, is it? This will sell out and then they'll add another day. But it's at the O2 next July. And then they've got Bonnie Tyler supporting him. So I'm really looking forward to that. I managed to get front row seats and centre and like a meet and greet after the show with him as well, to get photos and hopefully autographs and stuff. So yeah, to say I'm excited is like an understatement. David will be coming with me. So he's super lucky that he gets to meet Michael Bolton and get his photo taken as well. But yeah, that's the only other sort of thing really. Baby's doing well. He's had a bit of a bunged up nose. He's still a little bit congested, but that is getting better. Poppy's doing well at school, and her martial arts. She loves it. She's got a competition in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, can you believe we're in November already? It's just insane. But I'll leave it there. I will do another video again when I've if I've got another 4 or 5 projects to show, I will do another video and show you them. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic November. Happy stitching. And I will see you all again soon. Bye.